Everyone, good evening. Tonight we're going to make a macro so that the script automatically sends the directional keys for me during quick time events. So what I need to do first is to take screenshots of the colors.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they... And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a...
Alright, we're going to lower the bitrate. See if we got the right colors. And the annoying thing is that this is transparent. Okay, I think I know. This is transparent, but the outline seems to be opaque. So I'm going to look for the outline. So we have red, yellow, blue. Yeah, I'm not sure about that green. Okay, so basically, like I said, I can pretty much close the game now. So like I explained last time, so basically you have the game. It's going to be, whoops, it's going to be divided into two parts. So left is gonna be W S A D actually. I'm gonna explain to you like the algorithm that I'm going to code. Okay, so basically you have this, right? Yes, that's what's up. Actually, I'm gonna copy paste this, it's better. It's gonna be even better. Okay, so basically I'm going to divide the screen into two parts, left and whoops, left and right. This is gonna be W. A. S. And D. This is gonna be up arrow, right, bottom, and left. So, first thing I'm going to divide into two sections. Later on, I will divide into two rectangles. So basically we're going to do a pixel search. On outline. When it turns red, send W. So, to start, I'm not going to like work with the rectangles. I'm going to work with like left half of the screen, right half of the screen. So we need to get the colors. We need to get the outlines for all the screenshots. So first thing is we need to get the actual color of the outline of those new headphones. I've had those headphones for like at least a year. HyperX. I've had these headphones for July 25. I ordered them on the 9th of July 25. So they're pretty much here. I haven't noticed. That's because you've not been watching the stream. That's why. It's not the old ones. They're like in parts. I need to fucking glue them, but it will pretty much never happen. They're working fine. It's just at first there was the arc or whatever you call that part of the headset. It broke on the side, like completely, like fucking snapped. So this I fixed, but then there was the foam. So basically you have the cushion. Under the cushion you have like some plate or something that is glued to the headset itself. Basically this unglued itself. And you need like a special kind of glue on. I think the foam came off also. It's not I think it's a different name. It's not foam, or maybe it's foam. Yeah, but I got a new headset, man. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to need to get the colors. So class QTE. Static red. I'm gonna have the RGB code for now. It's gonna be FF0000. So you have red, yellow, green, blue. RGB. Yellow is what, red on green? We're going to need the directions. Dude, I don't know why this does this, man. It's not like hardware acceleration or something? PS code. Window randomly turns like Disable GPU. I've got the same problem. Because of electron. Okay, so I need my font colors, I need my directions. Or your map. That's going to give me the... key value. Red value W. Then yellow, green, blue. Yellow is gonna be D, green S, blue A. Then right gonna be up. I think it's up, left, right, down. Yep. Okay, so now we can map the color to direction for left side, right side. We're going to have, okay, let's say one timer, search left. Every 100 ms. Search right. Same thing, 100 ms. We need a boolean. Called QTE toggle. This multiplied by QT toggle circumflex equal 1. Now we need search left and search right. Okay, pixel get color. Need to find some code I wrote on AHK. Copy paste. I don't need to move the mouse. Let's rename this pixel search left, pixel search right. So basically, in this function, we're going to do a pixel search on each color. So the first color is QTE red. And if we have a match, we're going to do tab key left input, oops, QTE left input, red. Jesus Christ. Didn't I restart the VS Code? With no GPU? So next we search for yellow. And then rinse and repeat green and blue. And basically, pixel search right is going to be the exact same function. The only thing that's going to change is the search right. So for now, this is like, it's not good code. No, actually it's search left. It's going to be this one. Except it's gonna be right input. Okay, so this is bound to F1. Gonna need to put output. Okay, I don't have an output function. Output. Detected. Left. Red. Sending. So 0, 0. Oh boy. That shit is stuttering, man. What the fuck? Wait, the fact of selecting this makes it stutter? Fix your shit with Microsoft. Okay, so basically pixel search left. Pixel search left, 0, 0 is here. Search right, screen width divided by 2. This is this. Screen bottom, screen height, this. So basically it's going to correspond to this for now. And then pixel search right. This starts at half of the screen width. So basically the equivalent of this. It's going to be like this. So I search in this for pixel left, I search in this for pixel right. For pixel left, my input is automatically mapped with the colors. So basically I'm just gonna copy paste this. So now I need to I forgot if one is bound to the... Okay, so we need to do a color pick pencil, color picker. So what is this color? Actually no, it's not color picker, I can just run the script. Like it has different colors. Red DB, green 0, blue 0. DA, E0, D9. Okay, red 69, 68, 6, 7. There's a bit of green, bit of blue. Okay, so the amount of red is much bigger in the outline versus this, because like here you have transparency. You can see the game in the background. Okay, so this, let's take the center. So E0, wait, has a bit of green and blue. I'm gonna take the center. E9, only zeros. Static shade variation. Let's say 20. Okay, so we know we need to get the yellow color. Look at me, man. I checked on YouTube. You know how many quick time events you have in this sequence? And how long it lasts? Like how long this level lasts? And how many QTEs you have? Yeah. Copy paste. In this level, you have 50 quick time events. You don't have 5, you don't have 10, you don't have 15, don't have 20. You have 50 quick time events, and doing them takes 4 minutes and 20 seconds. You have the right to one single mistake in 4 minutes and 20 seconds of quick time events. Literally any other game, you don't have more than 5 or 10 QTEs in a row. 50! Like, David Cage, are you out of your mind? I finished the game. No, I could not get past this fucking level. Like, I tried 20 or 30 times. I failed every time. Like, the closest I got was climbing back at the entrance door, which was almost at the end. It was like at 75% or something. The thing that pisses me off is that you have the right to one single mistake. No, it's not that. It's after that. Because I cannot get past this part. I mean, I will eventually without cheating. But this part alone is the reason why tonight I am writing this bullshit. So fuck you, David Cage. Okay, so copy to clipboard. T1 C00E. I don't remember if it's after Inox. No, it's not. It's, I told you, it's another fucking sequence. It's not the same level. It's another level. It's like hours after this. At least half an hour after this. So unless it takes you half an hour for the inspector to go to the bathroom, go in the main room, and go to your bedroom, no, it's not the same sequence. Like, you're not listening to me. Okay, you have like 5 lines. The outline is like 5 shades. I'm just gonna take the one in the center. (0366cc). Dude, you cannot zoom more than this. (0366cc). Then green. Oh boy, this is... I think I'm gonna take another screenshot because this is disgusting. I mean, maybe the same sequence of... I don't care, to be honest. I don't give a shit. Okay, so I need to get a clear screenshot of the green. The couch could be a good good screenshot.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they call...
Okay, 1, 2. Fuck, I pressed the wrong key. I pressed the wrong key twice. Wait, he doesn't want to take screenshots or what?
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened to me in that restaurant on that cold January night.
Bro, my Steam wallet doesn't work. Okay, no way it doesn't work. Okay, this should be better. Zero zero FF09. Actually, pretty close. Okay, so let's. We have the colors now. With the shade tolerance of 20, which means 20. It can be 20 pixels different on red, green, or blue. Detected right red. Okay, so first off, I just want to see if it detects. Actually, I could leave the tab key. Okay, so as a recap, you press and release F1. So I put it on the up. It starts the pixel detection in the QuickTime events. Okay, so this, what it does is that it starts 2 timers. Pixel search left, pixel search right. With a boolean that controls whether this is like 100 ms or 0 ms. So 0 ms, it deletes the timers. So the next time you press F1, it stops searching. Okay. You have pixel search left starts at 0. On the right side, it stops at like half of the screen. And it searches to the bottom. Okay. So search left, search out on the left side. Oh no, I'm searching in all of this rectangle. Later on, I will restrict it to this rectangle. But for now, we're going to search all of this. All of this. Target X, target Y. I do not need them. I guess I will not need them. Because all that matters is that I detect the color. The rest I don't care. So the region to search must be visible. Search order depends on the order of the parameters. If the region to be searched is large and the search is repeated with high frequency, it may consume a lot of CPU time. To alleviate this, keep the size of the area to a minimum. Okay, but for now we're going to do a global search. I just want to see if you have like traces and it sends the output or not.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they call.
Okay. So I start the search. Let's see if it works. Nope. This did not work at all. Not been assigned a value. Yeah, of course. Toggle states. I mean, in theory, it should work. If it can detect the pixels, the colors that I put, it should work right away.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they call.
Okay. I start my micro. Nope. Item has no value. $122. 122 item has no value. Left input green. In fact, I think you cannot put a watch on static values. Oh, okay. No brackets.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they...
Dude, it does send the input.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide.
Dude, that did work partially. I know what's happening. I mean, the code is doing exactly what I told it to do. The problem is that once you send an input, you should not search again after like 2 seconds or something. So maybe every 500 ms. Because what was happening is that since I told it to search every like 10 times per second, each button is highlighted for like more or less 500 ms. Therefore, it was trying to send, like, let's say you had so let's say red is highlighted. What just happened is that red was highlighted, but red is highlighted for like half a second. And since I'm doing one search every 100 ms, it tried to send W 5 times. Therefore, it failed the QuickTime event, obviously, because you're only supposed to press W once. So let's try to search every like twice per second instead. Let's try half a second. Dude, it got 2 right out of 3. It got 2 quick time events right.
And that's how my story ends. Officially,
Detected left green sending S, right yellow sending down, left blue sending A, left red sending W. Like it detected shit, man. Okay, let's copy paste this. I just want to check what colors are in the first 2 quick time
they called it a
events.
suicide.
Green, yellow, blue. Red, yellow, blue. Green, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue. And they are all on the right side, on the correct sides every time. Oh, I know what's missing. Okay, so when it's a single input, I know what's going on. When it's time to send the double key press at the same time, it doesn't. Like here, like this is correct. The first 2 are correct. It's just that when you have 2 buttons that are highlighted at the same time, so on both sides, it only sends 1 input. Okay, so why doesn't it work? Left, right, left. Like here it should say detected left blue and detected right blue at the same time. Target X, I don't need this. Oh, this is recorded? Okay. What if I increase the variation?
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened to me in that restaurant on that cold January night. I'd never know who it was that killed me. Officially.
Zapatrzymy keyboard.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened to me in that restaurant on that cold January night. I'd never know who it was that killed me.
Should I stop the macro? Like, fuck you? Output this function. Okay, so different approach. 100 ms. I'm going to check for the pixels. But if one of these pixel searches finds something, actually no, it's gonna be pixel found equals true. So if we found the pixel, we're going to set this to 0. So we stop searching. So we check, we have a boolean that is false. If any of the pixel searchers returns true, we put the pixel to true. The boolean to true. If one of those detected one of the matching colors, we're going to stop searching. So we delete the timer. And we're going to re-enable the timer in 500 ms. So we re-enable the timer in 500 ms. Same thing for search left. So just to see, I need to see the traces to confirm that it stopped searching. Output is func. Output this func. Press F1. This shit is not disabled. Okay, so I pressed F1. I guess I should merge the functions because it seems like the number of times they're called is not the same, man. Like, AutoHotkey is a single-threaded language, so it cannot execute like multiple things at the same time. It's like basically when you have like a multi-threaded program, it takes advantage of the various cores you have on your CPU. So you have stuff that runs at the same time. So basically, let's say single thread and multi-thread. It's illegible, but I don't care. Single thread, you have two things that run at once at the same time. Single thread is going to go, so it runs this set of execution, and then it gives a slice of the CPU to this, and then back to this, then back to this, and so on. which gives the impression that it's multi-threaded, but it's not. But multi-threaded. Well, multi-threaded. Each set of tasks each thread is executed at the same time. So basically, what we see in the trace here, because the language is single-threaded, like normally, they're supposed to run at the same time. Because basically, I start two timers at the same time. I give them the exact same frequency. So basically, it should like both run at the same time, right? But we see in the trace, like this is way before the this is executed way before the first QTE. We see that left is executed once, and then right is executed 4 times, then left once, right 5 times, then left 4 times, then right 3 times, and then once left, and so on. Like it's a bit random. It seems to give more priority to the right side. But the thing that doesn't help also is the fact that the like pixel search, especially on half of the screen, do I not even spell it properly? So if you use a pixel search on literally half of the screen, it's very costly in terms of CPU, which is what I'm doing right now. But like I said, just for the proof of concept version of the code, I'm going to like pick a big area. In the end, it's going to be this area. So the code works, it does detect the colors, but it's just not pressing stuff at the right time or not double pressing keys and so on. So maybe instead of having of dividing this into two areas, aka two functions, I'm gonna merge this. So pixel search left and pixel search right is going to be merged. Okay, so search left side of the search the left side of the screen, and then search the right side of the screen. So now pixel search right will not exist anymore. Let's rename it to pixel search all. Okay, just double checking. This deletes the timer. Re-enables after 500 ms. Okay, so let's try again.
And that's how my story ends. Officially.
Okay, so now I press F1. F1. It like succeeds at like 2 buttons out of 3.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened.
Wait, where's the fucking output? Okay, so 500 ms, it seems like it's too early. Because it sent S twice. So supposedly the first cutscene. Is it double blue for both? I'll have to check the first two QTEs. I have to check exactly what are the colors on which side. Just to have like a point of comparison. Like a reference. Point of reference. Okay, so here I pressed F1 too early. So it executed 20 times. Detected left green. This re-triggered left green too early. Is this red yellow? How did it run 15 times? Look, it detected the double blue. Bro, I'm almost there because it sent left green, right yellow, double blue. It's just that it sent left green twice at the beginning. So maybe I need to increase the cooldown. So here it's actually 600 ms. It's 600 ms because I disable it. I disable the timer, so like this function is no longer executed all the time. And then I wait 500 ms and I tell it to run the function again on a 100 ms frequency. But you have to still wait 100 ms for the next call of the function. So in reality, it's 600 ms. So let's try a bit more, like 800 maybe. So 800. Okay, I know why. This is because it's like this is the first QTE, so 3 buttons, left green, right yellow, and double blue. And then next, this is the next QTE. Dude, the next QTE was perfect, it seems. Left red, right yellow, double blue. Okay, I think it should be like this. So left green, right yellow, double blue. Left red, right yellow, double blue. So we're just going to confirm. Left green, right yellow, double blue. Left red, right yellow. Left green, right yellow, double blue. Yeah, okay. So QTE1. Left green, right yellow, double blue. And then left red, right yellow, double blue. Okay, so let's see with the new cooldown what it does.
And that's how my story ends. Officially.
Alright. I press F1. And let's see. It failed one of them. Okay, it doesn't do the double blue this time. Left green, right yellow, left blue. Then left red, right yellow, left blue. It's a problem of timing, man. It's like maybe I have to play around with the cooldown. The only problem with the cooldown is that this is calibrated for a specific difficulty level. Because I suspect, I mean, I will need to test. But since I'm playing on hard, this is the timing on hard. On normal and easy, maybe the delay between highlights is higher. Maybe the duration of the highlights, so the window that you have before the highlight disappears, so the window that you have to press the button, it's probably longer on lower difficulties.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they...
But for now, I just want to make sure it works on hard. Dude, why does it fail the yellow? It fails the yellow, bro. It doesn't send double blue. Okay, here it sends double blue, but not here. Oh, weird. Wait, no, that should still work. Left green. And S. Left green S. Right yellow down. What do you mean right yellow down? No wonder it fucks up. Yeah, these are completely wrong. W up, D right, S down, blue left. Yeah, these were wrong. No wonder it was failing. But still, I think there is a one-hit button that doesn't send that isn't sent.
And that's how my...
There's still like a problem in the code in terms of timing.
My story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out.
F1. Failed. What? Bro! Bro, all of these QTEs were perfect. Oh, it sent left twice? Bro, look, it sent left green twice. Right yellow, but it doesn't send double blue. Then one left red, one right yellow, and no double blue. Let's try to increase this again.
And that's how my story ends. Officially.
F1. Everything was perfect except the double blue. Left green, right yellow, and it missed the blue. Left red, detected twice, right yellow, and no blue at all. Okay, we're going to do something different. F2 up. Output a tick count.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened to me in that restaurant on that cold January night. I'd never know who...
Make sure I've got a better idea. I'm a fucking genius, I've got a better idea. I'm going to reuse this. No cooldown. Okay, so output this funk with the tick count. Sending this, but with the tick count as well. This row I will see how long it takes to do the pixel search on the half of the screen.
it was that killed me. Officially...
F1. Oh shit! Let's go! Easy! Easy cheats. Dude, I have no idea why it works now. I literally haven't changed anything. But it just works. Oh wait, I removed the cooldown. So can you like fucking just spam the key several times while it's highlighted? I thought you only had to press the key once. Mm. This.
Shot of the day, 2 plates to beat right now. Two's only going to be, I think we might beat it with this.
What the fuck? What the fuck? The size? I've already seen like these types of videos, but bro, the size,
2 plates to beat right now. Two's only.
the size of the fucking bro, the size of this shit. It's like bigger than the man. 130 pounds. Okay, so let's see what happened. But I already know what happened. It should have sent the keys multiple times. Wait, isn't it? It's like executing every 250 ms. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, I did not account for this. So yeah, the function does take a while to execute, indeed. Left green, right yellow. I think it's fine if you send right yellow several times. Because I'm sending the key right away anyway, so. But yeah, like this is when I started the macro, it's not detecting any of the given colors. We see that the function more or less takes 250 ms to execute. Like here it's 266 ms, 250, 266, 250, 234. So yeah, it's like more or less 250 ms just to execute the function. So just to execute this, 250 ms. But it's to be expected because the regions in which I'm searching, these are like fairly big regions. So like I said, I'm like basically the first 4 pixel search is gonna be on the entire left side of the screen. And then the next 4 pixel search on the right side of the screen. In the end, we want to search just inside these rectangles. So search left, what I can do, I mean, for now we're going to not use the boundaries of the window. In the end, you have to use the boundaries of the window because the person could be playing in windowed mode. The size of the window can change, so obviously the script has to adapt to the size of the game. But for now, we're just going to assume it takes the entire screen size. So based on this screenshot, we're going to search at 1/4 of the screen. So 1/4, and yeah, 1/4. Let's do 1/4 of the screen. So basically, this divided by 4. The top is gonna be the height divided by 4. The right is half of the screen, and the bottom is this divided by 4 times 3. Okay, so let's do 0.75. Okay, and then for this, we're going to do... So search left is gonna be 0.5. Search top is gonna be same thing, 0.25. Search right, 0.75. Search bottom, 0.75. So left side of the screen. So 0.25. So we start at 0.25 of the width. The top, we start at 0.25 of the height. Even though we can clearly see it's like way more than 0.25. It's like, should be like 0.4 or something. But for now, we're going to say 0.25. So search top. Actually, look, if you check, you can select all of this. 2560. Okay, actually, I can just do a selection on this. Look, we do a selection on this. $5.27. Calc. 527 divided by 1440. This is 36%. Okay, so we're going to limit ourselves to 33% on the height and the width. The width. $791. 791 divided by 2560. 30%. Yeah, let's do 0.23 and 0.25. Just to have some margin. So height, it's 0.23. Therefore here it's 0.26. And then 0.23, 0.26. So this should lower the execution time of the... I can even test it right here.
And that's how my story ends. Officially.
All right. F1. Perfect. That shit works bonkers. Okay, so let's see. View. Where's output? Output. Okay, so now it's taking 110 ms instead of 250. Okay, and then the next step is gonna be to replace the screen width and screen height with the boundaries of the window, because pixel search by default searches a region of the screen for a pixel. Coord mode. Get or set the area that coordinates are relative to screen window and client. I think by default it's the client relative to either the active window or the screen. By default, coordinates are relative to the active Windows client area. This applies to all built-in functions that use coordinates except those documented otherwise. Okay, so basically I would need to get the window boundaries. I think you can do win get boss or something. Dollar, no. %, win, L, I, win, X, L. Or is it normal that Copilot is not kicking in? L, I, win, Y, L, I, win, width, L, I, win, height. If I don't specify anything, is it relative to the current window? Like, does it use the current window? Last fan window. Well, I'll put the window title. Which is HKEXE Fahrenheit sub. Alright, so now I can replace screen width with this. Screen height with this. But I also need... Do I need the X? I don't need the X, I think. Pixel found false. Okay, it should not have been reset. This could be simplified with a loop. Same thing for this. So in theory, can I resize this? Nope. Okay, so let's say this is completely off-centered. Can I change the dimension of the window? Okay, look, this is perfect. This is it, the ultimate test.
And that's how my story ends. Officially.
Okay, we're going to check the it's getting the right positions. Win X 1, win Y 476, 130, 797. Okay, it's 124 and 768. It's getting bigger. That's what she said. It's bigger than the... I mean, I know, like, height-wise, it should be bigger because it counts the border. But I think it's supposed to be the client area. Oh, window get client posts. Okay. Client post. I need to use this instead of win get post. But go on mode. By default, it's... Wait, where did it say that it's by default? It's the window. Active Windows client area, so I don't have to do anything. Okay, so I just have to change win get post by win get client post. And that should be good. Okay, so if I do F1, since the window is made full screen, this should be 2560 by 1440. And this should be 0. 0. It still counts as 1024? Bro, is this going to work? It still detects the boundaries of the client area of the window. Actually, I'm gonna check win get post what it returns. No. If I press F1, 476, which is normal because the window is at 400 pixels away from the top of my screen. 1030, 797, 768, 1024, and this should be 0 and 0. 4502. What? The fuck? What do you mean? Well, it should be 0, 0. Okay, let's put this here. F1. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. 1030, 797. Bro, what the fuck are those? Ah, okay, okay. I get it. I know what it means. Okay, so this, yeah, I'm going to need the WinX. Because if I do this, it assumes that the window is located in the top left corner of the screen. It assumes it's at 0, 0. So WinX plus this. WinX plus this. Yeah, these numbers are normal and are perfectly normal. It's just that win get count pass, it doesn't count the decoration of the window. So like the title bar, the white line you see on the left, white line on the right, white line at the bottom. So the white line on the left, on the right, it's like three pixels apparently. Like on the left, 1361, 1364. The top, 56. And the border is 26 pixels high. And width, it accounts for the border. This should be 1024 by 768. Okay, so let's try again. Oh wait, since it's since pixel search is relative to the window client area, I guess I do not need the. Okay, let's do F1. I do not need the WinX and so on that I just added. 256, 253, 512, 506. I don't think I need those. Okay, so we try with a different resolution. Let's try windowed. It's missing one.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened to me in that restaurant on that cold January night. I'd never know who it was that killed me.
The game doesn't want to fucking... No, the game just freezes full screen. It seems like if you're not running the game at native resolution, switching from window to full screen freezes the game. No, the game is just frozen. Let's try 1080p. No, it seems like, yeah. If it's not native resolution, doing Alt Enter freezes the game when it's going from window to full screen. Okay, so let's see if it works. I am a fucking genius. Alright, bye bye. I'm gonna make a snack. Okay, I turn it off so it fills. Perfect. I'm a fucking genius.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened to me in that restaurant on that cold January night.
But it seems like... So initially I thought that each button, the game only allows you to press it once within the window. But actually you can fucking spam it. I mean, humanly, you're not going to, like, a human is not going to spam it because you literally have half a second. Okay, no, let's do something. Let's try on... Wait, there's no such thing as easy. Okay, let's try on normal. I want to see what's the difference. I'm not going to do anything. I just want to see the difference. Bro, I don't see a difference. Maybe it's a bit slower, but like, it's not that much of a difference.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide.
Normal, if I hit Alt Enter, the game is frozen.
That restaurant on that cold January night. I'd never know who it was that killed me.
Bro, I want to test something. When the game is frozen, so physically I don't see the colors, I don't see the anything that changes, but does the script see the fucking colors? I want to see, man. It would be funny. Okay. F1. No, it doesn't see. Yeah, the window is really frozen. I told you in 1024 by 768 it was not working.
Officially, they called it a suicide.
Maybe because the outline is way too small. So let's try 1024 by 768 again. We put the window in a bullshit location. F1. That works, man. It's strange because I don't hear feedback on some buttons, but it still succeeds. Like the yellow on the... Oh, it failed. It seems like there is a weakness with I think there is a weakness with lower resolutions because it failed once here. Let's see if I can repro. So here it's gonna fail.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what...
It's strange because the right yellow, I don't hear audio feedback. Normally you're supposed to hear the beep, but sometimes the yellow on the right, I don't hear anything. It failed. It failed at the beginning of the kitchen. Okay, let's fail. I want to see if it fails at the same QTE every time.
Officially, they called it a suicide.
To the kitchen. It fails this one every time. We'll see if it fails it in 1440p as well. Also, what happens if I have this, but it's off screen?
And that's how my story ends. Officially.
It works when it's off screen. Failed. No, it doesn't work. But I mean, yeah, bro, like, you're not going to play
That's
with
how
the
my
window off
story
screen.
ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened to me in that restaurant.
Let's try again. I turned it off. Oh, maybe when you press the correct key, it stops highlighting value. Maybe the button, each highlight is supposed to last for like half a second or 1 second. Maybe as soon as you press the button, it stops highlighting. Yeah, I think it works better if you have more pixels. The more the pixels, the better it works, because it can work off a better sample of pixels. Because the only thing I'm checking is the outline of the. What I'm checking is the color of the outline. It's the color of the outline within this rectangle. I'm checking this rectangle for this very specific red in the middle of the outline. So obviously, the higher the resolution, the more chances of finding that pixel. That the pixel of that color. So yeah, there is a limitation on low resolutions. It doesn't work as well. It works relatively well, but not as well. But it's a physical limitation. You have less pixels. And like I said at the very beginning, you cannot use the pixels in the center because they are like semi-transparent. This is opaque, so it doesn't let anything go through. You cannot see through. But as you can see, even in 1440p, it has different shades. Like the closer you get to the center, the more transparent it becomes. And here as well, it's the same thing. Okay, now when I see something, if I lossless scale the window from 1024, visual. So if I lossless scale that shit, because if you switch this from window to full screen, the game is frozen. But if I lossless scale it, I'm just gonna restart from the beginning.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened.
Does it work if it's lossless scaled? I want to see the kitchen. Okay. Nope. No, it says if it's lossless scaled, I think it sees the old resolution or something. Or the old coordinates. Okay, if I do this, F1, whoops. Nine 222. 1024. 768. Okay, so now let's do this. And then
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide.
Control Alt.
I'd never find
Okay,
out the truth
let's
about
do.
what really happened to me in that restaurant on that cold January night. I'd never known
F1
who
again
it
to disable
was
this. Okay,
that killed me.
F1. Nine 222. Okay, I can see the values here. Wait, so technically, if the function takes 100 ms, the function is executed every 200 ms. Yeah, it's fine 200 ms. Like I wanted to increase the frequency, decrease the frequency, but it's fine if it takes 100 ms and it's executed every 100 ms. Then technically, it's executed every 200 ms. I'll have to check the CPU usage also. WinX, Win client X, Win client Y, Win client with client height F1. And money 4, 768. Win client X, win X. Okay, perfect. Now I do this. F1. Yeah, if you use lossless scaling, basically it's not going to work. If you use lossless scaling, basically instead of using the Windows boundaries, I have to use the screen boundaries. Because what lossless scaling is doing is that it makes the game full screen. Like borderless full screen. But AutoHotkey still detects the old boundaries. And you don't have win yet. You just have this and this. Oh, and DPI scaling, bro. Like, I don't know if you have different DPI scaling. It's a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole, and it's a rabbit hole into which I'm not going to fall. Can AI help me with this? Duck AI. AHK V2 get window boundaries after using lossless scaling. Get window rect. The exact bounding rectangle of the window in screen coordinates. Let's see what it does. Client to screen. or set capacity doesn't exist in V2. Replace with buffer. Get client bounds screen window ID. How do I get the ID of the window? Get window, get boss win, get ID. Window title. There's an error, I guess, somewhere. Invalid parameters, yeah, because AI is fucking shit. Every time I use the AI, at least forward to a key, it doesn't work, man. Get invalid parameter. In capital instead of int. No, that's not going to fix anything. And bro, it was working here. $126. What's an input? Data type, num target offset. Bro, you're like completely confused, man, by the parameters. Type number, type number. Uh, Value buffer object offsets type. No, it's fucking v1, bro. It has to be v1. V1 number var offset type. Yeah, it's v1. You're using the v1 input. Please choose v2. Retarded. It's outputting the same shit. Okay, fuck off AI. I'll fix your code myself. Also, this is wrong. Type number. Target offset. Type number target. Type number target. So int for city. Seven 68, 1024, 924, 222. I think there's a problem with the numput. Numput, there's a problem. This is supposed to initialize with 0, so why is there an input? Do I even need this? X920 and 222. Okay, now it works. Because like this, I mean, I haven't worked, I haven't worked, I've barely worked with numget and numput because it is some low level stuff. But from my understanding, he creates a buffer, so like an array of like 8, a size 8. He puts an integer 0 on the first slot and an integer 0 on the fourth slot. But normally you're supposed to put the offset. But like it's, I don't understand because like this gets killed by this DLL call after. Basically you just create like allocate memory so that this function call can store stuff. But like here everything is initialized with 0, so why would you put fucking shit in here? Doesn't make sense, AI. You just want to allocate the memory so that this can store the like the information somewhere. Here you pass the pointer to the buffer. Source offset data type. This is fine, but like this, not fine. So now the question that I want to know is whether this returns the full screen boundaries when it's lossless scaled, or is it going to work like AHK? My guess is that it's gonna work like AHK. So now we lossless scale that shit. F1. Yeah, it's the same. HK does not detect that the window was full screen. So if you lossless scale the game, it will fuck up the algorithm, and there's nothing I can do. Like, go fuck yourself. But my algorithm works. Disable the automatic alt enter on. G fucking G, man.
Late. T'es déjà en retard and you're trying to leave to casa. Tu prends your keys, agarras el phone, te pones los souliers, and right when tu ouvres la porte, te olvidas de something.
Fuck yes. Where is it? I copy paste this here. Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, why is WhatsApp so slow, man?
Cheat activated.
Wait, how long did it take me? Like basically 2 hours? Alright, but obviously this is tailored to my PC with my keys, so it's not generic.
Input maîtrisé à 100%, c'est bon. Tu vas le mettre sur GitHub?
Ouais, je vais le mettre sur GitHub, mais là c'est tout hardcodé. Tu me connais, je hardcode tout, j'hardcode tout au début pour mon PC. Et après, je rends le code beau et je fais un fichier de config et tout. Mais bon, pour l'instant, je vais pas m'en occuper avant d'avoir terminé le jeu. Okay, so I do not need the...
Ça, c'est beau, ça.
I don't need the pixel found anymore. I don't need the window get pos. Use the window client area. Get the window client area for search boundaries. How long was it taking? It's still 110 ms.
Ça, c'est beau, ça.
I'm guessing if I increase my CPU, it's gonna take less. No, it takes the same time. So let's check the CPU usage. Hotkey UX. Bro, I don't see any CPU usage. Okay, we're going to give some time to the CPU to rest. $55. Okay, so 53. Now I start the macro. Stays at 53, doesn't use CPU, man.
J'ai adoré le moment où t'as mis tes mains derrière la tête. T'avais l'air satisfait. T'avais l'air de te faire sucer les couilles.
Mec, tout à l'heure, je suis allé dans la salle de bain pendant que les macros, elles se faisaient toutes seules. Alright, so we can remove this trace. Wait, actually. Begin. Actually, it's much faster than this. Doesn't take 100 ms. It takes 9 ms. Begin and... No, it takes 60 ms. 62, 63 ms. 47. Okay, hold on. No, the whole function takes 62 ms to execute. Alright, now I can go play some Div 2. I mean, I'm going to refactor this because it's ugly. I need to have a loop. So basically, instead of having 4 pixel searches, I'm still going to have the 4 pixel searches, but it's going to loop. So we're going to have an array of colors. This I'll check later. We start with red, then yellow, actually QTE, yellow, red, yellow, green, and blue. Loop block array colors dot length. Array colors of index. Or you're gonna, oh no, otherwise it's gonna be a map. All right, how am I going to do this? Basically, I need an array with 4 colors, but also 8 inputs. So I'm gonna need a side. Get friendly name. So loop 4 times. Okay, the color is gonna change automatically. QTE.red. It cannot be a static because like here it's all hard coded obviously. Or when I read the config file later, I add a static or I populate the static. Yeah, I'll do this, I guess. Okay, that's all I need to do, man. We're going to comment this out. And then just change this by a right input. Normally it should be the same. It's failing.
And that's how my story ends. Officially, they called it a suicide. I'd never find out the truth about what really happened to me in that restaurant.
It's failing now. I loop 4 times. The only thing that changes is the color. Okay. Left input. And then the color. This was always ending red.
And that's how my story ends. Officially.
Dun, 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 dun. Great! Get ready! Great! It doesn't say great every time. Yeah, easy cheat, man. Okay, so now we don't need this anymore. And we don't need this anymore. But basically the function is just this. Like if you omit this, it's just for like outputting stuff. The function is just okay. 1, 2, 3, 3 lines of comments. 104, 129. The function is like just 20 lines of code. Well, 20 lines. Obviously, you have to account for the class at the top. Pretty nice. But this I'm not putting on the GitHub yet because it's all hard-coded. Like if you don't use exactly the same keys I'm using, it's not going to work for you. Alright, I'll play some Div 2. Just wanted to do this tonight. Okay, so I don't need a tick count anymore. Because it was just to know how long the function takes to execute. But yeah, at least this experience will have taught me how to use pixel search. Because I had never used it before. I used it on like like 3 days ago, just to help someone on Reddit. Yeah, I used it 3 days ago to help this guy with pixel search, because I never used it. Like basically the guy had like 3 buttons. It's put like a QTE, like some set of buttons. So three buttons that have fixed positions, but they can all have, they're not always at the same location. And the buttons, they turn in the color of the buttons, they change. And you wanted to like click the buttons as soon as they turn blue or something or whatever. Punctuation. Guess I can close. For a night. Alright, let's choose the title. Let's just do tier 10. Tier. And I'm going to restart YouTube to change the title. So thank you for watching. I'll be back in a minute.